Hey guys, so this is another update video, and this time it's for Vulpina. I totally should have done this earlier, but whatever, let's do it now, guys. So Vulpina, I started off with her at plus frickin' 1, and I loved playing with her so much that I just had to get her to plus 5. I mean, come on. At plus 1, I was enjoying her way too much. The first thing that I noticed with her is that she works very freaking well with Director N. Director N and her together, their synergy is powerful enough to be able to fight. Not literally like super counter eliminate, but be able to fight against blue teams. I've tested that out over and over and over again. And when I say the blue team is the blue team that has Lumimbre and Silphris combo to actually suck your mana. What you do is that you try to connect stones, and then when Director N comes in and has her surge, you activate Director N and you get the mana back, and with that mana back, you'll be able to activate Vulpina and all your other heroes over and over again, and her synergies are strong enough to take down the blue team. I don't have footage on that specifically. I actually forgot to record it, but it's freaking amazing to say the least. So if you add Vulpina and Director N together, you are able to take down the blue teams. Specifically Vulpina at plus 3, because in plus 3 you're probably gonna fight against some teams that have Terran. With this ability to actually cleanse with pretty much everybody in your team, you'll be able to eliminate that frost from your team. So the heroes that have from Terran, you'll be able to eliminate that with that. So that helps you out against those blue teams as well. So another thing, Vulpina. Let me tell ya, my buddy 7yet has been sending me some footage of her on defense, and the extra damage some heroes do with this little stack thing, whatever it's called, the bribe thing, it gets to a point that does a lot of freaking damage. And on top of that, you have to also calculate all of this damage. So every single hero, every single time you use Vulpina, you have to be mindful of which hero you're going to put next to her, because those two heroes are going to do a lot more damage than usual. And this guy over here, Tesseron does insane amounts of damage with Vulpina. It's not even funny. I'm just going to show you the footage so you can see what I'm talking about. And also Idritha. Idritha as well does insane amounts of damage with her, with Idritha and Tesseron next to this gal do a lot of damage when they're next to her. So yeah, check out the footage, guys. It's pretty freaking impressive.
Let all things return to gold.
So yeah, as you can see in the first one, you can actually see slowly that there's one damage, but then there's another one and so forth, and that's a lot of freaking damage. And even though she dies on the second video, I mean, she's still doing insane amounts of damage at the same level as the freaking dragon, man. The freaking white dragon. So yeah, that's a really big buff. And it's not even funny how powerful that is. So yeah, we're talking about a level +7 dragon. I mean, yeah, she did a lot considering the freaking dragon is so freaking powerful. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is her on defense. Her on defense and she being at +3 is no freaking joke. It feels like she's freaking immortal. I mean, she is technically freaking immortal because she can revive up to 5 freaking times as long as there's heroes around. Pretty much that's a +5. So out of all the heroes in the game, this is the only hero that has the capability of reviving up to 5 freaking times. So you're not able to kill her first, so that's a big problem. So you got to kill everyone else. And she's still reviving like a bunch of times anyway. So it's pretty crazy stuff, guys. So yeah, very crazy, pretty much this +3 is really freaking powerful on defense. So if you got her at +3, you are able to play her without a shield weapon, without protection weapon. You can add just an attack weapon or her own weapon. We're going to talk about that in a second. In that situation, because she revives so much that she's not going to need it. She's not going to need any protection. Like, seriously. And this is why. Check it out.
Accept your fate.
All things return to gold. Time to fate.
Accept your fate.
Time to fate.
Accept your fate.
Death follows. Return to gold.
Return to the origin of life.
Death follows.
Fire
Return to eternity.
You will bear this pain.
Return
leads
to
us
the
to
origin
eternity.
of
Fire
life.
leads
Return
us
to
to
the
eternity.
origin of
So on the first fight, you know, I did not have any idea what exactly I was getting myself into, and yeah, I got pretty much destroyed with and she pretty much didn't die at all. And the second fight, you saw how much she freaking revived. I thought she was gonna die like that, but no, she survived the whole thing, and she was actually using a very, very, very weak weapon, which is the 4-star stone weapon. So even so, she was able to survive so much. So yeah, I can testify that you're able to give her weapon, and you do not have to worry about her dying if she has her +3. That is guaranteed. And something about her weapon that I was asking myself, if you equip it to any other hero that is not her, it's going to give 30%, but the way that it's worded, it feels like it's 50% only for her. But I'm going to confirm that with you guys right now. how much exactly does the entire team get when she is actually holding the weapon. Let me make this a little faster here. Let's see, are we able to start off here? Yes. Oh, nice. So I activate her with a weapon and confirmed. Wait a second, let me confirm. She gets the 50% attack from the weapon. However, every single other hero on your team gets the 50% attack. We're talking about a weapon that gives 50% attack to the entire frickin' team. Not just to her, to the entire frickin' team. This is beyond a +5 ability. There are heroes in this game that their +5 awakening gives 25%. Her weapon gives 50% to the entire frickin' team. This is bonkers, crazy powerful, guys. Do not underestimate this weapon. If you get this hero to +3, yeah, you gotta get her weapon. There is no excuse to get it, because that amount of buff is the difference between being on third place in Battle Boss and being first place in Battle Boss. That is just that different. And on the attack, I would actually say that, yeah, that buff is going to be very relevant in general. My God, I can't believe having this hero on defense is not able to die and giving 50% attack to the entire freaking team is gonna be a freaking nightmare to fight against. I feel it. I know it. I don't want to fight against these teams, but it's gonna happen. And yeah, so if you're wondering if you should get her weapon and if there's a better weapon for her, if you have her at +3, get her weapon. There is no excuse. Maybe at +1, you could, like, okay, she's not going to survive as much. She may die quickly. Yeah, sure, I understand that. But at +3, you got to get her weapon. There is no excuse. It's too much of a buff. It's like giving a weapon that gives 50% attack to every single hero on your team. And that is going to change your game by a lot. Trust me when I tell you, by a lot. So yeah, for Awakenings, I still think her +1 is her sweet spot. I played her at +1 for a very long time. The thing is that the +1 is going to be relevant on the attack on PvP and on PvE in general. However, if you plan to use her weapon and you plan to use her on defense, you gotta get the +3. This awakening, to be able to make her pretty much immortal for 5 freaking times in a row, as long as there's other heroes in the team, yeah, that is gonna change your game for sure. Because this means that nobody's gonna kill her first. Trust me when I tell you, nobody's gonna kill her first, unless there's some type of shenanigans with Silphris and freezing and all that crazy stuff. But nobody's going to kill her. Let's be honest. It's going to be very difficult. If she gains her HP back by 100%, Freeze is not going to even care in that situation. So yeah, +3 if you want to put her on defense. +1 if you don't want to put her on defense, you want to do everything else. The +5 is just icing on the cake. Let's be honest as well. You're going to get more stones. And you're gonna get more chargers when you actually pass the turn when she goes off. But there's some situations which she's not gonna go off very often because of blue teams. What you're really wanting here is the immunity to unconscious, pretty much to control effects, because this means that you're able to use Director N in one team, and then you're able to use Vulpina on another team. So your second team is able to actually be immune to control effects. So that's very valuable for your second purple team, because that way you'll be able to be more competitive versus a lot of other teams out there. Now, you can also use both. You can use Director N on one side on the second spot, and then you use Vulpina on the fourth spot. So your entire freaking team is immune to control effects. That you can actually use. Probably you're going to use that combination versus those pesky blue teams with Lumimbre and Silphris. Yeah, you're probably going to use that combination, be immune to that freezing, and also to be able to gain the mana back through Director N, and then activate her to get those blasters and all those connections, and then buff by a 50% attack and destroy blue teams. I mean, there's a lot of synergy here. And remember, the main damage dealers for purple Idritha, and Tesseron get a huge boost with this gal. So yeah, there is a lot to love about Vulpina. So is she a must-have hero? Well, she is definitely a must-have hero. Because, I mean, there is no drawback of using Vulpina. She's a fast freaking hero. At +1, you're ready to go. I mean, like, ready to go. And huge boost to your team right off the bat. And if you decide to actually go crazy and get her weapon, getting her to +3 is going to be a huge freaking upgrade. But if you want go for broke everything, you can go to +5. But this +3 is really freaking powerful. But honestly, the entire time I use Vulpina on the attack, on PvP and PvE, I never felt that I really needed anything else, but I really wanted to get more out of her. So I went for the +5 in that situation. So again, sweet spot +1, but if you want to use her on defense, you got to get her to +3, guys. And for badges, nest damage, that's going to give her more survivability versus yellow. And I'm not sure if she's going to actually do more damage, because every single time that I saw her on the attack, I never saw her do a lot of damage. But maybe when you get 9 badges, maybe she's going to do a bunch more damage, because we're talking about 60% extra attack. So this is going to be useful probably more on PvE versus bosses, but you never know. Maybe she'll be able to do more damage and be more relevant on the attack. Who knows? When I actually see her on 9 gold badges, I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I have a lot of fun playing with Vulpina, and I'm sure you guys will too. Alright, that'll be all, guys. Thank you for watching, and that was weird. I tried to went off the cuff and it went crazy, guys. So whatever, I'll do it how I usually do. If you have any questions, any concerns, please leave them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Right? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.